Hi crafty friends, it's Audra Monk the Crafty Yogi and welcome to the Crafty Corner. And it's Wednesday. I guess I should start saying when these are in case you find these videos later. The tips and techniques I teach you can use anytime, but any of the specials and the classes, those would be current time. And so today is Wednesday, March 17th, 2021. Happy St. Patrick's Day. All right, let me refresh my computer. Okay, so I have a green sweatshirt on. If I get hot, I'm gonna have to take it off and then, then it is what it is. But I hope you're wearing your green and you're celebrating however you celebrate. I'm in no way Irish. I don't really drink. I don't like corned beef and cabbage. I mean, if you made it for me, I'd probably eat it. But anyway, I like leprechauns and I like rainbows and I like clovers. So I'll go with the stereotypes. The good stereotypes. And I've totally been craving Lucky Charms cereal, so I may have to go buy some. Anyway, so today I didn't even post to remind you that I normally try to do a 10 a.m. on Wednesday. I didn't post what it was about, but I know what it's about. We are gonna play with those little DSP scraps. Okay, so sometimes you end up with these little bit of scraps, and I've thought of several ideas of fun cards. We're gonna do quick, easy cards with using our designer series paper scraps. So let's just jump in and I'll tell you about the specials and the classes coming up and then we'll start crafting. So, all right, let's see how that looks. It's not too terrible. Okay, so first up, oh, I don't have a flyer. Free shipping all day today, free shipping. That's a 10% savings. So it is on a minimum of $50 order. Which actually, if you were just spending $50, you would normally pay $6.95 in shipping. It is $6.95 until you hit, that 68 bucks or whatever, 70 bucks when you hit that 10%. So anyway, free shipping today, March 17th, 2021. So I'll be placing an order later this afternoon. And I do have a host code. So if you use that host code, that really helps me out, especially now if you're spending $150, don't use the host code. You get the host benefits. But it helps me get extra adhesive and extra cardstock for these fun videos. Okay, so anyway, if you're wondering what to spend your money on, well, of course, everything in our catalog is amazing, but next month's Paper Pumpkin, if you like our Paper Pumpkin kits, is themed around the ice cream or whatever, popsicles, ice cream, summer, fun. And we have a designer series paper pack called this. I'm going to put this on my list, Ice Cream Corner. It's a super great sweet. It's super, super fun. But this I'm pretty sure is going to coordinate with that Paper Pumpkin kit. So that would be a good thing to put on your list. This kit, which you can subscribe now through April 10th, it makes 12 cards, fresh, fun shaped cards. So I'm thinking some look like popsicles. I think I remember seeing a picture of that. Watercolor images, stickers, a great stamp set, fun for all ages. This is great if you have kids that want to craft with you because it's not a big investment. So you can sign up for Paper Pumpkin at paperpumpkin.com. Pick me as your demo, Audra Monk, on checkout, or if you need a link, let me know and I will send you a link. But I'm excited about this one. And I'm super excited about the one that's coming today. So we'll play with it on Friday, or I might do a bonus video tomorrow. We'll have to see. Okay. So designer series paper scraps, we all cut our paper up and then lots of times we're left with these little bits. And sometimes your bits are big and sometimes your bits are small. Now when mine are really small, I might not save them. But what if, and what is this paper called? Hold on. I don't have the thing, but I have my catalog. This is in the annual catalog. Flowers for All Season. I think that's what it's called. Let's look. Oh, and I'm getting excited. My demo friends, I know we're getting excited. We're going to see the catalog in just like a week or something. Yes, Flowers for Every Season. Okay, so it's a 6x6 paper. I have a lot of scraps of that. The whale paper, I should have left that open. I don't know what this is called either. But I have a lot of scraps in here. And then our limited edition, you got to order, you should put this on your order, this butterfly paper. I have a lot of scraps. So I thought, let me show you some quick tips. Hi, Tina. Good morning. For making cards with scraps. Okay. So before we make one, I'm going to show, I went through my stash. Oh, actually, I almost forgot to tell you. Just cards. You have to sign up by Monday, whatever Monday is. This one is a good one for scraps, bigger scraps. You can punch them out. But these are the cards for just cards. So you need to RSVP by Monday with your payment. Then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I cut the paper and I prep everything. And I will have it ready for pickup or mailing on Friday. And you even get 2 little wobbles. You get supplies to make 2 of each card. Okay, but this is a good use of scraps, using your punches. I couldn't find a ton. Oh, I've shown you guys this one before. The strappy strip technique. So I have a video of this, but just cutting your strips in fun angles and putting them together. This isn't designer series paper, but this is little tiny strips that I cut down to make a rainbow of cardstock, and that's a fun way. What if you just add 1 little strip of designer series paper? I think, and if you add black and white to something, I think it's super, super awesome. Oh, thank you, Tina, the 24th. And then this was one of last month's Just Cards, and these were 1-inch strips. So that was a great way to use up strips. So let's see what we can come up with today. What can we do in a half an hour to make some fun cards? We'll see how this goes. All right, gotta move those out of the way. Okay, so I wanted to start with this because this is green, like St. And I did not make St. Patrick's Day cards this year. I didn't do it. Easter is coming up quick, so I decided, plus I was out of town for a few days last week. I did make up my paper pumpkin, so I've got lots of thank you cards that I'm going to send out. So anyway, no St. Patrick's Day cards, but I will be making Easter cards this weekend to send out to all my littles. But anyway, this little strip was really calling to me. So one thing I like to do with strips, and let me see what, ooh, is that the back? That's so interesting. I like that. Is the strip can add a little pop to it. So we'll put these together. And I love putting patterns with florals or with other prints. So you gotta have a trimmer. And then you got to decide what color. Do you go with the color that is in your paper, or do you go with a neutral? And I'm undecided. Do I want to go? I don't want to go Just Jade because I like having that pop of Just Jade. So maybe, I bet that's Bumblebee. Let me open the catalog back up. Let's see. So that's one of the things I love, yes, about Stampin' Up! Is that our stuff all matches. So if you look at the designer series paper, you can be like, oh, let me use a piece of Bumblebee, and that yellow is going to match. It's the darker yellow in those flowers. Hey, Angie. So, yeah, I think I can do that. So we're going to make a card base at 5.5. Okay. No, I'm sorry. I have a weird shadow. You know what? I think that the lights, they have, like, when they're fresh charged, they're a little stronger, and then I think that one went 1 down. If it goes down a second, I have a battery, but is this a charged battery? I don't know. There's a battery lying here. I don't know if this is a charged battery or an uncharged battery. Okay. You know I like layers. I really, really do. So we're going to do a white layer. It's going to go on top, and that's what we're going to put our designer series paper on because we're going to stamp on that. So this should be, I should double check, should be 4 by 5.25 because I'm attempting to keep these simple, which does not always happen. Okay, so then we're going to cut this. I like this width. What is this? This is just what it was. So it's a little under 3/4, but it doesn't matter if it's not exact. I'm going to cut that to 5.25. So I'm going to make it the same size as my card front. And then this, I'm going to go a little thicker. So I'm going to go at like, yeah, I'm going to go 1.5. Okay, so I am cutting this bigger strip into a smaller strip, but you might have a piece that's 1.5 or 2 or something. You'll see when we make another one. And I'm going to go 5.25. Okay, so that might possibly be, unless I change my mind, all the paper that we need for this one. Okay, let's fold this in half. Oh, I've got a stray googly eye. I made one of those Oh Snap crocodile cards for my little neighbor. He turned 7, so I decided he needed googly eyes on his card. Okay, so then we're going to lay this out, and then we're going to add, so you could do it, now look, you could decide, do you want the flowers and then the dots, or do you want the dots than the flowers. I kind of like it that way, but it could go either way. The next thing we could do is we could keep this white. Embossing this back piece often works super well, but you can also add, I call these stamps atmosphere. You can add texture. And this one's actually called Textured Essentials. And I kind of like this because what I'm thinking we're going to add is a butterfly. Should we add a big butterfly? No. These are, I've got a bunch of stuff just all randomly around my desk. I feel like that goes because I think that's just jade. Okay, so we're going to add a butterfly to this, and I don't think he's too big. Which way? I don't know. We'll decide. But I thought sometimes it's nice to add a little texture. And it's not going to be big. Ooh, I haven't used this one before. That's exciting. So what have I used in this set? I used this one. So there's 4 stamps in here. This is exciting that I actually chose one I hadn't used before. Okay, so let's get that off. All right, I need a block. Will it fit? It just fits. All right, we'll make it fit. Okay, so I'm going to actually do the background stamping in the Bumblebee, but I'm going to stamp it off. I'm going to keep it light. Okay, so in Bumblebee. And we're going to see. I don't even know. I was just thinking, I saw all of these scraps, and I thought that would be a great thing to share, is ways to use up your scraps. So I'm going to stamp that off. Yeah, because Bumblebee is very strong. It's a strong, beautiful yellow. And then let's take a look. So this is definitely a beautiful springy card. Yes, I kind of like that. Just plain and simple right in the middle. I love it. All right, and then you would need your greeting, right, on here, your sentiment. I do like, usually I have a sentiment on my card. What's that say? I think that says, hey, chick, so I don't think we want that one. This one says, happy birthday. I got a happy Valentine's Day. I've got a thinking of you. I like that. Okay, so let's actually look at any of these strips and see. Nope, we'll just go white. Okay, I'm gonna move this out of the way. You know I'm gonna get inky here. All right, so when you're cutting your paper down to get these, I always call those the inside pieces, but they can go on the front. You get your little like 1/2-inch strips. So save them, and they're a quick way. Oh, save them unless they're the crooked ones. Every once in a while I cut a batch and you know, I feel like those look crooked. Would the person I'm sending to this to know? No, they might not know, but I know that I have hundreds of these little guys here. All right, that one still maybe looks crooked, but we're gonna use it. Okay, so I am actually gonna stamp it in black. I think that would be pretty. And I've got lots of things here that we can use on our cards. And you could also, no, I probably need to re-ink that. But, oh, that's going to look nice. That's going to look very nice. And I'm going to tab it on that side. So I'm going to cut it like here. And then use, if you don't have this punch, my friends, you need to buy it. It is the best punch ever. Okay, let's hope I didn't make this too small. Yeah, so I'm going to put the little pennant or banner edge on one side. Let's see. Ta-da! I think that'll work. Okay, let's put it together. So this is a pretty quick, simple card. All right, do I have adhesive? Yes, I do. There we go. All right, so that strip's pretty little, so I'm just going to do one row of adhesive. Ooh, and I'm going to get fancy. I'm going to leave a sliver of white. Okay, and then let's put this on. Ah, so sticky. Hey, Kathy, welcome. Welcome. And I'm going to butt these up, but you could also put a sliver between them if you wanted. Okay, and then if that little edge bothers you, you could trim that off. It's small enough that it doesn't bother me, so I think I'm going to just leave it. Okay, and then we're going to put this on the front. Now you could add ribbon, you could add embellishments, but I'm trying to keep these pretty simple, and the idea is that you're just wanting to like make some fun quick cards, or it shouldn't happen to card makers, but haven't we all had to like make a card in a hurry because you realize you need a certain one? I don't know how that can happen, but it has occasionally happened to me. I'm going to curl these. And I'm going to put that right in the middle. And I think I'm going to just use glue dots. I was going to do dimensionals, but I'm kind of digging how it looks like flat right in the middle. All right. Don't curl. So I'm going to put 2 glue dots right in the middle of this little cutie. And this one is die cut out of the DSP. Good. And then I'm going to put my little banner though, if I can pick it up, right there, right underneath with the one little notching, and I'll go ahead and put that on some dimensionals. Look at that. Isn't that a cute card? You could send that to anyone. That is such a sweet little card, and that was very easy to make. Okay, hold on. I am taking my sweatshirt off. It's kind of chilly and overcast today, so I thought I could leave it on, but I'm telling you, it's these lights and chatting with you guys online. It just gets me gets me all warmed up. Okay, so let's try a different paper. And put these scraps in. And so I store my scraps in a couple of ways. Let me actually show you this, because I've talked about these, and you know what? I never did share the link. All right, what are the chances I will share this one today? So I buy, let me show you what these pouches look like even. Maybe they'll say what they are on there. Oops, they're all the way on the other side of my secondary table. Let's see. Oh, they do have a label. Okay, here I come. All right, so I buy, now when you get DSP, let me show you one in the bag. It does, these 6x6, they do come in a little poly bag. This is one, and a lot of times you can fold down the adhesive and you can use that bag. But sometimes now they're putting the adhesive on the front, and then that leaves a sticky part. So I found these extra large stamp and die storage. There's 50 in here. What is this called? Avery L. I got them on Amazon, okay? But what I do is I take them and then I cut them to 6.5 with my trimmer. I just cut it off. And then you have this stronger poly bag. I don't know if it's called poly. What is it? I don't know. Plastic. We'll just say plastic. I don't know. But you get this slightly stronger bag. And so then you can keep the DSP plus a bunch of scraps in the front. If your bag is really full, then a lot of times we sell these 6x8 plexi bag, whatever, plastic bags, I don't know what you call them, cello bags. And I will put the extra pieces in there. But that way it's ready and with you. For my 12x12s, I buy these storage bins, and I just put the scraps in front. Okay, but regular color scraps go in little bins. I don't keep those with the paper because the paper's on my shelf. But anyway, I know I'm always looking and learning from other people of how to store your stuff. Okay, so we're gonna, and then when I get fancy, actually, because I think I posted that, when I get fancy, I use my label maker, and I put the name of the paper on there. But a lot of times with these, because they're very distinctive, I know what it is. But for the colored ones, sometimes I like to double check and put those on there. Okay, so that's enough organization talk. All right, so I thought we would try a whale one. Let's see what I've got in my scraps here. And so you could do the same kind of thing, or you could do, ooh, let's do strips. Okay, I like that. That's really pretty. Although I was going to try to make a masculine card. I think we could do that still. We need one more. Let's see what else. Ooh, wait, are these the same fish? Those are, but that looks kind of pretty. It's almost like red, yellow, green, like a stoplight. Let's see if there's anything else that's whales. All right, I think these are all the same papers. Okay, so we're just going to use those 3. And then I should do a smaller version because I've got these little pieces too. But I was thinking, why don't we make, let's see, okay. I bet that's Bumblebee. Do I have the thing? And then normally, you're gonna laugh because okay, normally I put the, if there is a little cardboard thing, I put it there so I can look up the colors. Apparently, there wasn't one in this whale, or I did something with it. So I don't have the colors, but I feel like this is Bumblebee. It is Bumblebee. So look at this, watch this. I have half a sheet of Bumblebee here. We can use this same piece of paper for our card base. And it's gonna look totally different. Totally different. Okay, so now, so I think we should do the red and the well, it's not even red. I wanna say it's probably Calypso Coral. I may have to look it up, but it won't matter. I'm gonna put that in the middle, and I'm thinking like a nice fun horizontal card with the little fish swimming. So let's just use a piece of white. Now, do you have to put a backing? No, you don't. You could just put that on there, but if we add this white and we make it a little tiny border, look at that. It's gonna like break up that color for us, which I like. Okay, so we need a trimmer. You're gonna laugh. These things are crazy how many things I end up getting out here. Okay, so I buried my trimmer, but now I've got it. So, there is a little play with this, right? Because I have 3. They could be even. They could not be even. We're going to see what happens. So I know that this is 5 1/4 though, and so I want it to be 5 1/8. I'm going to do that teeny tiny border. So I'm just going to cut it off and have more scraps, okay? So I'm going to do them all at 5 1/8. But cards like this are great when you are starting out, so you don't waste your stuff. You don't need a ton of supplies. You know, punches are great, dies are great, but you just get your trimmer and your paper and you just go to town. Okay, so I am just gonna do this one. Okay, so we have, this is like right under 4 inches that we have. 2, 4, so 1, 2, 3. Let's go with 1 1/4. I'm kind of feeling like I might do them not the same width. So we are gonna play. Got my, don't my nails look pretty? I got my nails done. But you know when they're all freshly filed up and everything, I'm telling you, I can't pick things up with them. It's so weird. But I never understand people who can do those artificial nails. You know, and that they're long. I guess you just learn to do it. Ooh, doesn't that look pretty? So I'm liking that a lot. Although I feel like maybe this is the up. I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to cut that one to like here. And I'm going to do the yellow smaller. Oh, so that says it's about 2. Actually, let's go with 2 1/4. I'm sorry, not 2 1/4. 1 3/4. I went down, not up. Okay, and then all we got to do is figure out our last little piece. So I just usually do this when I'm creating a lot. And then when I'm happy, I'm like, okay, now let me measure it so I can do it again. All right, and so our last piece, actually we're gonna pull in our ruler. Pull in our ruler. It's so funny, I'm like doing this on there so it's like all in the way. All right, and we need a little bit of space. So I want it to be here. So I think it's gonna be, let's go 3/4. And then we'll just make it fit. We'll just make our spaces in the middle nice and even. 3/4. Okay. Should be able to move that out of the way. All right, so now we're gonna put them on. And what I like to do, especially when I don't know what the spacing is gonna exactly be, I'll show you what you do. You put, ooh, that would have been nice. The bubbles. Those are pretty bubbles. Okay. So you put one on one side. I'm kind of feeling like this card could go horizontal or vertical. And I love a vertical card, so sometimes I just have to make myself make a horizontal card. that goes on there. And then our little strip is going to go on next because it's on the far side. And then the big strip in the middle will just make up the difference. Okay. So then we'll put this on. All right, that kind of went on straight. And then before you put your adhesive, double check this on the off chance that you really cut something wrong. But I did it right. That's so fun. Okay. I mean, it's all right, but I cut it so that it'll fit nicely. Okay. And you just get your spaces even. Look at that. All right, but which way do I like it? Which way do I like it? All right, that's kind of cool. I like that. All right, so now what do we have to add to our card? We could add, see, you could add a punched whale or a seashells, but that to me just is a beautiful background. And yes, you can tell that they're fish, but maybe we just add, let me see what I got here. We could add a circle. We could add some twine. Although if I had the circle, I'm not like, sometimes I like black right behind. Although, watch this. Watch this, my friends. Do I have a piece of black here? What if, hold on, I got a piece. All right, I got a piece of black. What if we cut this black an 1/8 inch bigger than the white? So, to there. It's whatever, 5 3/8. I'm always so surprised that I know fractions now. It's so weird. I only know the basic ones for cutting paper, but I was not a math lover in school. Not a math lover at all. Although I was a lover of playing with paper from when I was a little kid. Oh yeah. Look at that, how we add that little bit of black. Look how that changes that. And now this circle that's been sitting on my desk for like weeks has a home, and it could go right on here. I could add some twine, but I could leave it just like this. I'm going to leave it just like this. So what do I have to stamp on it? I feel like it should be a birthday card. And you know what? Let's grab the whale stamp, because I know right where it is, because it's on its shelf. It's in its home where it belongs. Because it has this cute stamp that says, "You're kind of a big deal." And see those little fish? I'm going to use those little fish. And we're going to put both of these on here. So "You're kind of a big deal" is going to go on in black. And the fish, what color? Should I do a yellow fish or blue fish? One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. What is that? Is that a... I don't think that's a Dr. Seuss. I think that's the other guy, the E.D. Eastman guy. Isn't it amazing what sticks in your head? Let's see. I got a block. Okay. I'm going to do yellow fish with Bumblebee, because that's what we're playing with. Did I lose the Bumblebee? Nope. It's right here on my desk. Yeah, don't you like how the black... I am a lover of black or early espresso or basic gray. I think you just add those. Okay, so I'm going to do the fish like the paper, right? Stamp this one off. Like a whirling... All right, so we've got fish, and then we're going to stamp "You're kind of a big deal." Now that way, this could be a birthday card, or it could be a congratulations card, or it can be an "I love you" card. You can make it be anything you want. that. And so this is our, this is a 2-inch punch and a 2 1/4. All right, let's put this all together. Of course, when you add a layer, that just means you've got to use a lot of extra adhesive. So sometimes I will use the liquid glue when I'm doing a lot of cards with a lot of layers because it's a little bit more economical. And you have that little wiggle room deal. Look at that, that was terrible. There we go. Okay. And that is gonna go on, and I think I'm putting it on the opposite of how I was showing you before, but it is okay. And then this little guy gets to go on some dimensionals. And I normally like to use my black dimensionals when I'm using black or dark brown or even dark gray. Ah! Okay, that do not go. That was like I Incredible Hulked that. I peeled the whole thing off, not just the top. Okay. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that a cute little card? And that was just using strips of designer series paper. So they can do a lot of work for you. And let's put this in. So 2 different ways, 2 different takes on using strips of designer series paper. And they were all just from my scraps. So have a little fun. Use up your strips. That really sounds funny. Use up your little bits of designer series paper. See what you can make of them. And I'd love to see it. So thank you so much for hanging out with me for this really a quick tip class, right? Some quick, easy cards you can make using your little extra bits of paper that are lying around and really your little bits of whatever extra stamp things lying around if you have those. If you are interested in this month, what is this month? March is Just Cards class. RSVPs are on Monday. Free shipping today. So if you're ordering, use the host code, what is it? 4RBFX9NH. I'll put it in the comments. Use the host code. I would really appreciate that. Have a great day. My next live video, unless there's a bonus one, because I know my paper pumpkin kits are coming. I ordered two because I liked it so much. Are coming today. So there may possibly be a bonus video tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. But I'll be spending all afternoon prepping bunny banners. I've sold them all. I'm trying to figure out what the banner for April would be. Like you would make it in April and display it in May. So something with flowers, I feel like. Lots of flowers. So I'm still kind of thinking on that. But anyway, have a great day. Thank you for hanging out with me. Stay crafty, and I'll see you next time.